On this episode of the Rocklopedia Fake Bandica, we have talked about fake bands a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. But did you know that there are other aliens from other galaxies? And they like music and make bands too? We're checking the rest of the universe for aliens A to Z. And this is the Rocklopedia Fake Bandica. Welcome to the Rocklopedia Fake Bandica. I'm Charles. There's T-Mike.
Nanu.
Wonderful, wonderful T-Mike. And there's Alan, who brings his clips in on Fridays.
Not this time.
Oh, you got all your clips ready now?
Yeah.
Oh, all right then. Way to go,
exactly.
Alan.
Oh, man, now I got to sweat.
Maybe next week you'll get out the second Billy again.
Man, you get like the top tier snacks now.
And we're trotting out another A to Z episode, this time about alien bands, because this week is the 79th anniversary of the UFO hullabaloo at Roswell, New Mexico. When we celebrate 79th anniversaries, you know we're really forcing a theme on you.
That Charles, was it a hullabaloo or a foofara?
It might have been a foofara. I wasn't really paying attention that day.
I think it was technically an argle-bargle or maybe an argy-bargy.
Too bad it wasn't a hootenanny. That would have been fun.
That would have, yeah.
I remember the autopsy.
That's right. That happened during one of our shows.
Exactly.
We were trying to perform a show.
I remember the bartender left it on the TV and half of the audience was watching the autopsy.
Yeah.
So before we hit the hyperdrive for this A to Z, do we have anything we need to discuss? Any emails, T-Mike?
I don't think so.
Are you guys familiar with this whole Kay Hanley business?
I am not.
Okay. Do you remember Kay Hanley? She's the lead singer of Letters to Cleo.
Okay.
But she was the singing voice for Josie McCoy in the 2001 Josie the Pussycats movie.
She's since got a pretty good career of like being a kid songwriter. She writes songs for Ada Twist and I think Doc McStuffins and whatever. Yeah, so she's got a pretty good gig.
Well, it's the Josie the Pussycats performance that has Hanley in the news today. It seems the film producers didn't provide the proper paperwork to the Screen Actors Guild back in 2000. So not only has Hanley missed out on a quarter century of residual payments for her vocals,
man.
But it's also led to her not making the minimum earnings needed to receive health insurance through SAG-AFTRA.
Oh, no.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh, that's terrible.
So we're recording on June 30th, and so as of right now, last I looked, there's been no news of some sort of agreement or settlement or something. So starting tomorrow, July 1st, Kay Hanley will be kicked off the actor's insurance plan.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's not good. She needs to sue a lot of people, I think.
She's using her voice out there trying to get people to hear about it. They said, oh, well, you need to show some proof. And then she's like, listen to the movie.
Yeah.
I'm there. Like, listen to the songs. That's me. But so hopefully it comes to a successful resolution. Or we get universal health care soon.
That would be good too.
Also, keep reaching for the stars.
Ooh, that fits perfectly for our Aliens A to Z episode here.
Yes.
So, I used Google a lot this week to try to find speech. So Google AI pops up immediately.
Yeah, of course. It's always the first thing now.
So one point I was looking and I was like, okay, I know this is on fakebands.com, but I'm already at Google right now.
Yeah.
I'll just throw the name in there and I'll go through fake bands from there.
Yeah.
Because the link will come up. And Google AI pops up and says, oh, you're looking for the Rocklopedia Fake Bandica. They are the premier source for fictional music.
Whoa.
That's right, we are.
Which I was, well, all right, that's great. I'm glad to hear it. But then it had a parenthetical that kind of like made me think a little bit because it said in the parentheses, their fans often just call them Fake Bandica.
Or fakey. I get fakey a lot.
Do you? I was like, for one thing, we have enough fans that this is like actual plural thing here. That it's like we have enough fans who call us just Fake Bandica that the AI says, oh, well, this is fact.
Yeah.
Or is it just the slop that they talk about?
It's slop.
This
It's
might be
hallucinating slop there.
I like, though, that the AI says, oh, they're fans? Just call them Fake Bandica. Because they were tired of writing Rocklopedia Fake Bandica in their AI,
long,
I guess.
yeah.
The AI was like, I just need to take a
Or
break.
maybe they don't think we rock.
Well, it could be.
Yeah,
Could be.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start this A to Z episode. To those of you who are new to Fake Bandica,
Ooh.
we enjoy picking a topic.
As the insiders call it.
Exactly. As those in the know. We enjoy picking a topic and finding a fake band that fits that topic and that starts with each letter of the alphabet.
We don't just enjoy it. Actually, I've had some feedback saying like those are our better episodes because we don't get into so far into the weeds. As I had someone.
I don't
tell
know.
me.
We've had a few emails saying I like weeds.
No, I think a lot of people like getting
And some
in the weeds.
of our fans are on weed.
Yes, but we do have. I have had some feedback. People saying like, I like those ones because they're like a little terser and you get broader spectrum and you don't get quite as much crazy like minutia. But I'm like, I like looking up the minutia. Like that's
Like,
I find.
I
fun.
went to all that trouble. Now you have to hear about it.
Yes.
Exactly. There's going to be a letter for each one.
Yeah.
A to Z. We only get 2 minutes for each letter.
Okay.
At least that's our plan usually. Sometimes we don't pay attention and we realize we're doing 6 minutes apiece. But 2 minutes apiece, but we each will have one mega probe.
What?
Since this is for aliens, my mega probe, where we get to spend a longer time probing and probing and probing the band we choose.
Okay, big guy.
You'll know we're using our mega probe when you hear this song. I've missed that.
Got that out of the way.
I do want to point out that we try to separate the Star Wars bands out since we've done so many, but some letters need a little help, so we're going to come back to it. Okay, A is for animal quackers.
Not crackers.
Quackers. KW
Whoa.
Quackers.
With a KW, not a QA. Wow.
I chose to talk about animal quackers because I never go first in our A to Z shows, and I never wanted to sleep again. I get both with this band.
What?
Animal Quackers is a British children's TV show of the mid-1970s, basically their attempt at making their own banana splits.
Okay.
The band hails from the planet Popland, which autocorrect kept changing to Poland, and I was like, what? They're not from Poland? What is this? They come from the planet Popland, and they fly their flying saucer Discovery to England to play pop music for the kids. The band consists of Boots, a one-eyed tiger that it's a lead singer and plays guitar.
Is he like a cyclops or does he has like one eye? Like
He has an eye patch.
Oh, nice. Okay.
A quasi-Rastafarian lion named Rory on guitar, the monkey Twang on bass, and Bongo, a dog, on drums.
Still on the nose there with that name.
So Animal Quackers would fly in, they'd play a contemporary pop tune, they'd read a story.
Rory, Rory, tell us a story. Rory, Rory, tell it like it is.
And then they'd fly back home to Popland.
Okay.
And here's a sample of them covering another fake band's hit song, Sugar Sugar by the Archies.
Sugar, oh honey, honey, you are my candy girl, and you got me wanting you.
Such a terrible cover.
Yeah.
Let's hope they just stay in Popland now.
Oh, I'll tell you, B is for Hortense Benway. And I can't really beat the way that the source material described her in it. So I'll just read that she was the current princess of Neptune, an intergalactically famous giant singing cockroach. Gotta bury the lead there.
Yes.
Yes, she is a singing cockroach, and she's featured in Quentin Dodd's The Princess of Neptune, which is a 2004 young adult science fiction / kind of comedy humor novel. She's supposed to perform at the Neptune Coliseum, which is actually on Neptune. So I guess floats since Neptune has no actual surface for it to be built on.
Also, apparently, Neptune has a very rudimentary entertainment industry since there's only the one Coliseum for
that is a good
the
point, yes.
entire planet.
Yeah, that is a good point. Yeah. I guess that'd be like the Earth Dome or something like that. Yeah.
It's like
That could actually be our next big business opportunity. Would be the entertainment
operating
industry
the
in
Neptune
building
Yes.
coliseums on Neptune.
Yes, building local coliseums on Neptune. When the book calls her a giant singing cockroach, that's actually not poetic overstatement. She is in fact a singing cockroach. And I would like to point out, she was born that way, not via some sort of like modernist Czech absurdism.
I don't know what's wrong with me, I think I'm turning into a bug. I see double what I see, I think I'm turning into a bug. I ain't got no self-esteem, I think I'm turning into a bug. Bet you $50 on my man, I'm a scholar, I'm turning into a bug. Mama like a daddy, like a baby, like a baby, like a turn into a bug.
That's actually a song from the Home Movies episode where they make a Kafka musical.
Oh, right.
So yeah, but it's a book, people.
Exactly.
I don't have any clips.
I'm amazed you had a clip for that at all.
I needed to get a clip. I needed to get it in early. Also, I need to get back on number 2.
Okay, C is for the Crescendos.
Whoa.
The Crescendos are the stars of the 2003 anime sci-fi movie Interstellar 5555, the story of the secret star system.
I think it's the 5 Tori of the 5 Ecrit, 5 Tar, 5 Vistum.
It's all those S's or fives.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
It is the de facto music video for the Daft Punk album Discovery. If you remember my interview with DJ 35X, he cites Daft Punk and this movie as major influences in his music.
That's right.
In Interstellar 5555, or 5555, or what have you, we have a planet of blue-skinned humanoids, and on this planet is a band, unnamed but insanely popular, filling a giant stadium and broadcasting their show around the planet. The band consists of the guitarist Arpegius, the keyboardist Octave, the drummer Beryl, and the bass player Stella.
They really kind of dropped the ball on those last two. Well, Arpeggius and an octave, and then it's like, screw it. It's just the drummer and the bass player.
Well, it's Interstellar is the show, so she's
Stella.
Interstellar.
Yeah.
Barrel though, still. Yeah.
Interbarrel is a different
Interbarrel,
one.
yeah.
It's a fun show. Everyone's happy, and then a military force from Earth comes and kidnaps the band.
Ooh.
Well, Arpegius escapes momentarily, but he's caught and tranquilized and taken with the band as well. Meanwhile, some dude named Shep he's working on his guitar-shaped spaceship, and he's dreaming about Stella.
Put a pin in that guitar-shaped spaceship,
Because
Charles.
she's gorgeous.
Okay.
What are the odds that he just happens to be listening and think about her, and then he hears a distress call to save the band. So he hops on his spaceship and pursues. On Earth, the band is transformed. Their skin is colored to more resemble humans. Their memories are transferred to discs, and they're given new memories, and they name the band the Crescendos. Their captor is Earl de Darkwood, and he poses as their manager. They, of course, become super famous. There are battles and deaths and some nonsense about 5,555 gold records and lots of Daft Punk music. But once I realized the ending was finding out the whole story comes from some Daft Punk-obsessed kid playing with his Daft Punk toys in his room, well, like Kevin Nealon said in his movie reviews.
I like the production values. I find myself getting interested in the movie right away, then more interested, very interested, then suddenly I lost interest.
Okay.
Here's
So the whole thing was like a dream.
It was all a dream.
Or
yes.
the Lego movie. I mean, that's basically that, you know.
I don't know. This is even worse than that. This is like the ending of St. Elsewhere, it sounds like.
Kind of. It sounds like,
God, no.
Anyway, here's a clip of that blue-skinned humanoid band playing one more time.
One more time, we're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright. Don't stop the dancing. One more time, we're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright. Don't stop the dancing. One more time, we're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright. Don't stop the dancing. One more time, we're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah. One more time.
D is for Dugadoo. Dugadoo is an alien contestant in the 803rd Interstellar Song Contest in the Interstellar Song Contest episode of Doctor Who that aired May 17th, 2025. Wow, something from this decade, y'all.
Yes.
Really recent, yeah.
But it's set in the year 2925. The episode was written to be, quote, Die Hard meets the Eurovision Song Contest.
I love the idea of that pitch.
Yeah, that's a good
Got
pitch.
an idea. Die Hard meets the Eurovision Song Contest.
All right, so we have a pair of villains named Win and Kid, and they hijack the event.
Wait, Win and Kid, they were Bond villains in Diamonds Are Forever.
Oh, is that okay? Well, that's how. Oh man, that's a little reference in. I didn't realize that. Nice,
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, these two aliens, they hijack the event, they eject the audience and performers into space, and then attempt to kill all 3 trillion viewers by broadcasting a deadly, quote, delta wave, unquote, to destroy their brains.
They eject the audience into the space too?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah. Everyone gets rescued, though. The doctor,
Oh, okay.
the 15th doctor now, Nukudi Gatwa, he saves the day. Hooray.
Oh, he's good. I
He
know
is.
him. Yeah.
Anyway, Dugadoo hailed from the planet of Grimbald, and he performed the song Dugadoo.
So he's basically the Wang Chung of Grimbald.
Yeah. The song was composed by the show's regular composer, Murray Gold. If you see the alien, the song just completely fits this little goony alien guy. He kind of looks like a kid's mutant rubber duck bath toy or something. And it's just a perfect match for the character design.
Well, that's great.
E is for Earth Girl and the Misfits. And this band is from the graphic novel trilogy Star Scouts, written and illustrated by Mike Lawrence. In the first book, 2017, one of the bad guys refers to the protagonist and her friends, saying, "If it isn't Earth Girl and her band of misfits." And then just one of the other characters just stops the whole scene for a second and goes, "You know what? That would be an awesome band name." All right. So that's all there is
The
in the
Andy
first
Dwyer of that one, yeah.
In the second book, The League of Lasers from 2018, the band briefly appears at the very beginning of the book. Before the plot kicks in, the band is promptly forgotten about. So in the second book, they're a garage band, although technically they're in the living room. They're comprised of tween-aged extraterrestrial Star Scouts and a couple of Earthlings. Our lineup here is the series' human protagonists, Avani Patel on banjo, the alien Mabel on bass, human Jin on guitar, alien Steve on drums, alien Diane on cowbell, and a robot on vocals singing those classic lyrics, meep, meep, moop, malp, meep, malp, malp, moop. As true today as it will be in whatever year that book takes place. So in the third book, The Invasion of the Scuttlebots from 2019, the band is right there on the cover.
Oh, great.
So, all right, we're going to get a whole bunch of band stuff. You would think, you would be forgiven for thinking the band is in the book a lot, but it isn't. They're almost not in the book, but not quite, not at all. They're in there a little. They're in the little. At the very end of the book, the climax takes place at an outdoor concert by Chaz Wunderlip. They put an umlaut in there. If they dropped the umlaut, it would just be Wunderlip. But I had high school German, so I know it's Wunderlip. Anyway, he's a very popular pretty boy pop singer with the hit "You Are My One True Dove Star." The concert is disrupted when the Star Scouts have to fight a giant robot with their own giant robot. Fortunately, one of the scouts realizes the bad robot is vulnerable to rock and roll. Chaz cannot rock hard enough to defeat the robot, though. So they have to. They have to use their special tools and create giant instruments that everybody gets one, and then they combine them with the giant robot, kind of like the old show Voltron, Defender of the Universe. Everybody plays their instruments, and they defeat the bad robot with the power of rock and roll.
Is it like a one-man band now? Are they all playing?
Yeah.
One robot is playing all the instruments.
No, they're all inside the giant instruments, playing them from the inside, and then it's complicated, Alan. Anyway. I don't want to get
really.
Is it complicated or is it poorly written?
Possibly two things. Anyway, and even in that scene, they never mention the band. They don't say the name of the band. They don't even say the word band, even though the band is right there on the cover, people. Come on.
A weird me you mentioned banjo because that comes in the next one also.
Alrighty then.
So F is for Future Folk. And this one could have fit in nicely last week during our Gray Area show, since Future Folk is actually a real band. And they were fairly popular around New York City. They played a lot between about 2004 and 2017. And they were a guitar, banjo, bluegrass duo. The real performers are Nils Delaire and Jake Clates. And they play General Trias and the Mighty Kevin.
Okay.
The Mighty Kevin.
Yeah, the Mighty Kevin, yes. So their backstory, so the Future Folk thing is kind of a like a shtick they came up with to perform with. So it's the kind of their Ziggy Stardust, I guess. They were performing in this alter ego of these aliens who came to Earth, and they decided they're from the planet Hondo, and they were alien conquerors. Sadly, Hondo never developed music. So when they came to Earth and they heard music for the first time, they decided to give up conquering for picking and possibly grinning.
Oh,
you don't know, because a lot of times they wear like buckets on their heads because like these little fake, like helmets and things. And so,
can't see the grinning very well.
Can't see the grinning too well, yeah. And I will say that's the exact opposite effect most people would have for bluegrass. I think a lot of people would come to a planet and say like, no, this planet needs to be wiped. Their songs draw from like classical bluegrass tunes, and actually they use some of the like kind of old folk tunes that reuse them. But their lyrics come right from their alien background. Like for example, this one.
Well, I grew up on my planet forming space worms, where space worms can always be found. But here on Earth, as far as I can discern, there just ain't no space worms around. What can I do? I'm a simple farming man, my ears away from my home. It's mighty hard to farm this planet's land, where space worms refuse to grow.
So yeah, it's a bluegrass song about space worms and being a space worm farmer. And in 2012, though, and what makes them eligible for inclusion here is they turned their stage act into a very low budget film called The History of Future Folk. More or less the story is that the planet Hondo is facing a planet killer comet impact. So they come to Earth, going to wipe out humanity, but they hear music and they decide that they are going to, actually settle here and take over and take over kindly, like kind of just integrate themselves with us. So General Trias arrives, he falls in love, he hears music, he gets married, he ends up having a little kid, and then later on, because he was not, doing his conquering and stuff,
these supervisors
and I guess probably a scene cut from there is when the mighty Kevin is in Da Nang and he's like, punching a mirror and everything like that, about ready to go up the river. But he comes to kill General Trias and get the whole colonizing project back on track. And there's actually a really fun scene when Trias is like ripping through this banjo medley of all these different songs from different genres. And it's like, he's actually a very talented player. I have to say, I have to give him credit for that. And Kevin ends up deciding that I don't want to conquer either. I want to join you in a band. And so they end up getting this band and they have to work together to like avoid their home planet being exploded, and then also avoid their new planet being colonized, and also to help Kevin find love. And it's a cute little movie. I mean, it's like very silly movie, and it's like you kind of have to go in knowing it's incredibly low budget, but it's fun. It was on Netflix for a long, long time, but just in the last year or so, I guess Netflix dropped it from streaming, and so the
wait, Netflix dropped the thing?
What? Well, yeah,
outrageous.
They don't really wipe the things off streaming. That's more of an HBO thing.
Oh, okay.
So normally Netflix will cancel you but keep you up.
Okay.
So, but they ended up. So the creators put it up on YouTube, so you can actually find it for free on YouTube.
When people think about this episode and our last episode, this will be our banjo phase we're in.
Yes, I think so. Our banjo
period. We should just do
our banjo period.
We should just do a banjo show.
Really?
Possibly.
Is there enough fake bands? No, I don't want to research it. No. Besides, we already have plans for next week. No.
All right. Anyway, G is for Bootjet Groove Star.
That's a name.
Yeah.
That's a great name. He is a famous alien funk star from the Yuri's Night episode of animated Disney Channel series Miles from Tomorrowland. It's from the 3rd of July, 2015, which the series is set in the future year of 2500. And in the episode, the Callisto family of protagonists is excited for Yuri's Night. Yuri's Night.
It's Yuri's Night.
It's the greatest holiday in space.
Ooh.
And apparently the party is so Yuri. And I was quite excited myself. Until I learned it's named for Yuri Gagarin, the first man in space, and not, Japanese lesbian porn manga. Anyway.
What?
I learned something new today. What is that?
Charles,
you never heard of that.
Hit the More You Know video sound clip.
Bootjet. Anyway, Bootjet is voiced by Kevin Michael Richardson.
Oh, he's done a million things. We can actually do a Kevin Michael Richardson show, probably.
He is a 4-armed cyclops with a purple pompadour and a triple-necked guitar.
So what does the alien look like? Bang.
Yeah. Guitar technology has come a long way in 500 years, apparently. You can do
Well, I guess if you have 4 arms,
three
you can
necks.
do 3 necks. Yeah,
Yeah,
that would
exactly.
make sense. Yeah.
Boot Jet's boots are indeed jets. They are jet boots. The Callistos are tasked with escorting Boot Jet to the big Yuri's Night party at a space station where he'll play a concert. He also just happens to be Miles' favorite musician and is the reason Miles plays the trumpetar, which the trumpetar basically looks like a regular trumpet, only green. Callistos rescue Boot Jet from his spaceship before it explodes. I think maybe Boot Jet was smoking near the gas tanks or something. It's not clear. Anyway, but he lost all his gear, so he only have to go back to his home planet of Funkadrome to get some backup gear.
Welcome to the Funkadrome.
That's right. But now they only got 30 minutes to get to the show, and some nasty Dithalian aliens put the Callisto ship on their tow beam and board. But then they see Boot Jet and like, oh my God, we're your biggest fans. Can we come to the show? So they're like, sure. But then they have to charge up all of Boot Jet's equipment, and it drains the ship, and they run out of power before they can make the last leg back to the space station. But then they use Boot Jet's backup jet boots to jet the ship to the concert on time. Hallelujah. It sounds like this.
Looking at the stars, knowing that there's so much there to do. Anything's possible. Just get in your rocket ship and go. No. Kiss funk into outer space till the universe is dancing through every race. Come on, Miles.
Miles gets to join in on trumpetar, and his sister has some sort of futuristic space accordion, which is not very
green?
funky. It's kind of more like
Accordion
a black
guitar?
and rainbowy bits.
Oh.
I don't know. Anyway, Boot Jet also appears in 3 other episodes. In the Hitchhiker's Ride Through the Galaxy
That's
episode of 2015, yes, a good reference. He's returning the favor of the ride by giving Miles and his sister a ride to the Tomorrowland Science Conference. But he plays too much funk and fries his ship's electrical systems. I smell a theme here. Boot Jet limps back home to Funkadrome, and the kids get a ride from someone else.
Just someone random.
In the Back in the Groove episode, also from 2015, Miles and his sister have written their first song. So we might have to include Miles and his sister. What's her name? I didn't dig that far. Anyway, Boot Jet, though, he's in a songwriting slump and he needs inspiration. So he asked to join the Callistos on an adventure. So they have to recover pieces of a drone from the planet Panthera. Guess what's on the planet Panthera?
Lino?
That's right.
Panthers.
Tigers.
Oh, tiger.
Space tigers.
Space tigers.
One of them steals Boot Jet's guitar. So there's
So a tiger
shenanigans.
stole his guitar?
Yeah. They like the sound of his guitar. So they're
Oh,
just
okay, I
like yoink.
understand.
Anyway, there's shenanigans, and eventually everyone's back on board the ship, and Boot Jet got inspired to write a new song. In the Operation Groove Star episode from 2018, this bad guy has stolen some space jets from some kind of special cops, space cops team, force group, posse, and is taking them to a club to show them off and brag about it and have a big party. Miles has the idea to get Boot Jet to book a gig there that night so they can sneak in the space cops as roadies to steal the jets back. And they do.
Hooray!
Miles gets to sing this time with the band, with Boot Jet, in the song Hustle into a Groove.
We've gotta hustle, we've gotta move out of this mess and into a groove.
We've gotta hustle, we've gotta move out of this mess and into a groove.
You can't go out the way you came in and you're feeling full of doubt. The answer might be right over your head. You can blaze a new path out.
Oof.
All right, yeah, let Boot Jet sing next time, kid. Just that's what he's paid for. That's why you get
Yes.
big bucks.
H is for Hitchme Nachunk.
Gesundheit.
This one's going to be a real quick one. It's found from the March 5th, 2020 episode of Star Trek Picard. Did you guys watch that?
No.
No. Back in Star Trek The Next Generation, there was Commander Riker and Counselor Deanna Troy. Do you guys remember them?
I do remember
yeah,
them,
sure.
Did you know they got married and had 2 children?
No.
No.
One of which is their daughter, Kestra Troy Riker.
Oh, they hyphenated.
Yes.
Okay.
And in this episode entitled Nepenthe, after the planet the Troy Rikers live on, Kestra was seen wearing a concert tee for the Klingon punk metal band Hitchme Nachuk. Hitchme Nachuk is Klingon for sex phasers. So this translation and the design of the band logo on the shirt is a quiet nod to the English punk legends, the Sex Pistols.
Nice.
hilarious.
Nice.
Supposedly, they perform at a music festival held on Bellway Island in Stardust City in 2395. So mark your calendars.
Okay, will
You
do.
don't want to miss Hitchme Nachok.
Not pronouncing that, but okay.
I actually had to go to some Klingon translator online to
That's
do
fun.
it for me.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Thank you.
You are our Klingon expert. Also, Huttese. You're
all the major
multilingual.
ones.
All the major alien languages.
Okay, I is for the identified flying objects.
Identified.
There was a lot of great music in the 1970s, but 5 notes turned the world upside down. That's
yeah.
right. It's the music from Close Encounters of the Third
That
Kind.
was a huge film back then.
If you haven't seen the movie, you have to check it out. It's one of the early Steven Spielberg films that really put him on the map. It's a great film.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If you remember the film, the scientists and regular Joes keep hearing these tones, leading them to a landing spot near Devil's Tower, where eventually a spaceship landed and put on a show never seen on this planet. What a band.
Nice.
Yeah.
And yet they're an unnamed band in an unnamed species, which is part of Spielberg's vision. That it's not just, oh, these guys are Klingons.
Right.
Yeah, there's a lot of
You know,
more
it's
mystery
just,
about
we don't
the
know what it
aliens.
is. Some
Yeah.
aliens come, we don't
Right.
know what they're trying to tell us. There's a lot more mystery. That's what he wanted.
All we know is, this means something.
So that's why Steven Spielberg did. But I don't know Steven Spielberg. And so I'm naming the band.
What?
So
Wait a
welcome
minute.
to the identified flying objects.
So you identified them.
I have identified them as a band.
For crying out.
And so I asked Claude, the AI I monkey with sometimes, to give me a quick bio for the band, the identified flying objects.
Oh, Charles.
Formed sometime before recorded human history in a garage located approximately 47,000 light years from Earth. The identified flying objects didn't so much break into the scene as descend onto it slowly with a lot of fog machines and a synth line nobody asked for, but everyone now hums involuntarily.
Nice.
Their entire catalog consists of one song. It is 5 notes long. It's been called the most overplayed earworm in the Orion Arm by critics on at least 3 different planets. The band's sound, M-, often described
Oh, that's
as
how we know.
if a UFO and a church organ had an argument, M-, relies almost entirely on call and response. A human keyboardist plays 5 notes. The band plays the 5 notes back slightly differently just to mess with him.
That really changes the feel of that scene in Close Encounters. The aliens are back there like, let's see
screw
if
with
you
him
follow
here.
this. Yeah.
This has been their entire live show for decades. Audience loved it. Scientists call it First Contact. The band calls it Tuesday.
Okay.
Known for their famously elaborate stage production, the identified flying objects tour in a mothership so large that opening acts have to be billed separately just to be seen from the ground. Lighting design is handled entirely by the band themselves, with no designer credited, mostly because nobody's entirely sure how they're doing it. Reviews consistently praise their immersive strobe and tone experience, while noting the venue selection is erratic at best, M-, cornfields, mountaintops, and the occasional commercial airline flight path.
Don't forget like those Louisiana swamps and such not.
That's hilarious.
Okay. Well, all right. Not too bad job, Claude. Not too bad.
job.
All right. J is for the Jailbreakers. This is another one from Star Trek. This is from Star Trek, the original series, from the episode A Piece of the Action that first aired January 12th, 1968. The Enterprise is at the planet Sigma Iosha 2. They're there in the year 2268, but 100 years before that, in 2168, the last Earthship, that's when they had last contact with an Earthship. It's been 100 years since the Sigma Iosians have had contact with human beings. Unfortunately, the first Earthship left behind a book called Chicago Mobs of the 20s, which the Iosians then based their entire culture on.
Ridiculous.
It is a gangster planet. Everyone is walking around toting big ass Tommy guns. It's
man.
ridiculous.
It's really too bad they didn't leave like where the wild things are or something like that, you know?
Well, anyway, Captain Kirk, Spock, and Bones all get stuck on the planet. They get kidnapped by a bunch of mobsters who want to get their phasers. They want like hundreds of phasers so they can wipe out the other mobs.
See, they want any phases, see?
That's right, see? What are you, a wise guy? Anyway, their heroes eventually escape, and Spock and McCoy go find the local radio station to try to contact the ship so they can beam the hell out of there. And while trying to contact the ship, Spock says, I got him right here, but it's a radio announcer who has just finished playing one of the Jailbreakers songs on their show. And we don't get to hear any of the song, though, unfortunately. But the Iosians, they are technically aliens, but they look exactly like regular humans because, as explained in Season 3, there was an ancient race called the Preservers that seeded human beings throughout the galaxy.
So we don't hear the band.
No, we just hear
know that an announcer had played them.
That was
so they're not a very major part
no.
of this episode.
They're about. We needed a J. I gave you a J.
You
what do
did.
you want?
We really could have used Jabba the Hutt.
No. Wait, he didn't sing.
Now who's being naive?
K is for Krog on the Rocks.
Right.
Yes, Krog on the Rocks, as Charles noted, it was a 1980 hit song by Neil Diamond.
Right.
Yes.
Krog on the Rocks. Ain't no surprise.
Weirdly, we've actually talked about this song before on the show.
Right.
Because it began life as Scotch on the Rocks, which is like a joke song about the songwriter's favorite drink.
And now it's come full circle to a very serious song, Krog on the Rocks.
Yes. Well, no, Krog is the band.
Oh,
Krog on the Rocks is actually the stage name, and their character's real name is just Krog.
Oh,
okay.
I guess on the Rocks makes him more sellable, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He shows up in the Best Exotic Nanite Hotel, which is the October 31st, 2024 episode of the animated Star Trek Lower Decks.
Man, we're hitting all the Star Trek shows.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this one streams on Paramount Plus. It's fun. It's cute. He's voiced by Marcus Henderson, who played Walter in Get Out.
Okay.
It is one of the things like, I know that guy's voice. So lore-wise, Krog is a 24th century alien musician and master of the vibe tubes. I was kind of surprised to find it's a Star Trek universe instrument that actually predates the animated show. It actually has a little bit of lore.
Oh,
It's been used previously.
Yeah, it's like these three like clear tubes coming up out of a triangular kind of wooden or plastic base.
Okay.
In other words, it looks like whatever was within reach of the prop guy sometime before May 2nd, 1988, which was the day it first showed up in Star Trek The Next Generation.
Okay,
Yeah,
so that's
Sounds like he was waiting for a table at Cracker Barrel and he saw this thing.
Yeah,
and he was like,
boop, boop, boop. There we go. I got it. All right, we got our prop. Krog is some kind of rock alien.
So he rocks out on the
He
vibe
does
tubes.
rock out, yeah. So he's running fairly. I don't think he does rock because even though Talin, who's one of the Vulcan characters, loves his music, which seems kind of antithetical to Vulcans to like be excited about music, but I don't know, whatever. But another character refers to him as a novelty beach crooner, so I don't think he does
novelty
rock.
beach crooner.
Yeah. So
Wait,
you
is he-
take Brian Wilson out of the Beach Boys and you replace him with T. Mike's beloved Ray Stevens.
No.
I think so. Yes.
What about
Okay.
Jimmy Buffett? I don't know.
Oh, all right.
So
Anyway.
wait, is he a rock alien who rocks out, or is he a rock alien made of rock?
He's made of rock,
Oh,
but
okay.
he doesn't
Made
rock
of
out.
Okay,
No.
okay, all right.
At no point did I imply that he rocks out. I just said
Because he's a
rock
novelty
alien.
beach crooner.
Yes, exactly. Krog's plot arc involves him and some other people getting eaten by the Glumpus, which is a giant cluster of nanites, which are tiny like robots,
Right.
like kind of nanotechnology thing. And so the show's heroes use the vibe tubes to disrupt the signals from all the nanites and free all the people who got eaten. And so it's essentially the same plot move that they used in the Star Trek movie where they used the Beastie Boys to disrupt so I don't know why they repeated it here, but
Standard Star Trek move, I guess.
yeah, I think so, yeah.
It's taught at Starfleet Academy.
But I can tell you that L is for Lil B.
Okay.
So Lil B is a wedding singer that appears in the Wedding Squanchers episode of Rick and Morty from October 4th, 2015. And like most wedding singers, he's a weird multi-armed slug snail alien.
Right.
Right.
Just, typical wedding singer.
Yeah, we had one at our wedding.
Yeah. So he performed at the wedding of Bird Person and Earthling Tammy Guterman on Planet Squanch. And he and his band played alien jazz rap.
And I'm an alien with jazz rap style. Jazz rapping for an alien mile. Fat beats and an alien smile. Jazz space phone alien dial. Funky fresh, hello, hello, hello.
Oh, man, I squanched that song.
That may win for the song with the title at best encapsulates what the lyrics are about, because the lyrics are just basically the song is about an alien jazz rap. He was voiced by the show's co-creator, Dan Harmon,
All right.
but unfortunately the wedding was actually a setup by the Galactic Federation. A bunch of people got shot, including Lil B and his band, and they're all killed in the crossfire. That's the only time we ever see Lil B. But another member of his species shows up in a later episode, I think, because they probably had that
character animation laying around.
Animation around.
Don't want to let that go to waste.
Throw them in the crowd.
Yes. All right. M is for The Mesh. This is an alien band from the 1999 children's book, The Worst Band in the Universe, a totally cosmic musical adventure by British-Australian author and artist Graham Bass. Only they're not actually from the book. The book is about a completely different alien band. The Mesh never appear or are mentioned in the book.
What?
The end. Just kidding. All right, just kidding. They're from the accompanying CD that came with the book, which is a live concert of the 18th annual Worst Band in the Universe competition. All the songs and music on the CD were also done by Graham Bass, and the Mesh are the winners. Here's what they sound like. I've heard worse.
So the Mesh, they want a concert to be the worst band in the universe.
But they're not in the book about the worst band in the universe. It's a different band.
Right.
Anyway, Bass has done a lot of beautifully illustrated children's books. He's a very talented artist, visual artist. And let's just leave it at that. Okay.
Well, damning with some faint praise.
If he's writing a book about the worst bands in the universe, you got to give us the worst music possible.
That is true,
right?
yeah.
Okay, 13 down, 13 to go. Unless there's some weird alien alphabet we have to deal with, I guess. I haven't paid attention to that. This is the Rocklopedia Fake Bandica. Okay, we are back with the letter N, and N is for Freddie Nicholson. Do you remember the movie E.T.?
Yeah.
Of course.
Well,
It was huge in the 80s.
E.T.'s real name is actually Freddie Nicholson, and he used to jam on the guitar with his band Freddie and the Good Time Kids Gang in the short-run Saturday morning cartoon E.T.'s Cartoon Spaceport, sponsored by Reese's Pieces.
No. You lie a lot on the show, but you got too far this time, Rempel.
I so want that to be true.
I do.
Everybody calls it
feel
E.T.,
you,
but they're like, they made him show his ID because, you know, the whole joke is he's short. They're like, oh, you're too young to be here. And he has his Oregon license, driver's license. And it says Freddie Nicholson right there.
It doesn't say McLovin on it?
No, it's Freddie Nicholson. That's his real name.
No.
You guys aren't buying it?
Multi-pass.
Not buying it?
No.
All right. Well played, gentlemen. Actually, N is for Yorl Neba. And when I get through with this, you're going to wish that Freddie Nicholson was the real one.
Oh, boy.
So, okay, we're going to have to dip into the Star Wars universe for this.
Okay.
And when I say dip, I mean plunge way deep to the frickin' bottom, because this dude is obscure with a capital Skewer.
Ooh, is he a canon or legends?
I don't even know.
No.
Yorl Neba is a male Twi'lek singer. We've heard a lot about Twi'lek singers before on our other episodes, but they've all been females. Where I come from, you know what we call male Twi'lek singers? Waiters.
Okay.
Anyway, old Yorl was performing at the Starlight Theater on Fistral Island at the resort city of Layur, which is French for the Ur, on the planet Abrigado Ray. He was openly hostile to another singer, Brinole Navari, because, one, she was bringing in larger crowds than him, and two, she was a Deveronian impersonating a Twi'lek.
What?
Ooh.
Oh, man, that's cultural appropriation, people.
But when you consider Deveronians are not galactically known as performers, and she was only doing it to thwart two grand schemes in some random side quest in a random Star Wars role-playing game, and she's still outdrawing your shows, Maybe don't quit your day job, Yorl.
Well, unless his day job is actually a waiter and he's just kind of...
Maybe.
All right. O is for Omboser, Lubex, Forbin, and Alsnokeen.
Oh, that's the law firm that's defending us on George Lucas's suit about overplaying of Mad About Me? Is that what
Actually, it's an alien shapeshifter quartet playing beatnik jazz in the Venus Club in Greenwich Village, New York City, in the short story Hep Cats of Venus by Randall Garrett in the January 1962 issue of Fantastic Stories of the Imagination. None. Anyway, their actual performing name is not given. These are their actual names of the characters. Here is the relevant quote from the story. Ahem. They strolled into the Venus Club late one Friday evening, and the joint was really swinging. The kookiest-looking quartet this side of an H-kick nightmare were blowing out a beat crazy enough to make any cat flip his gasket. Ben and Cordelia sat down, ordered a couple of espressos, and kept playing it cool, just digging the whole bit. The four musicians were hot. There was no question of that, and cool at the same time. Both Ben and Cordelia could tell at a glance that they were definitely not, human beings dressed up in fancy suits. They varied in color from pale pink to deep purple, a drummer, a trumpeter, a clarinetist, and a bass viol player. The lips of the trumpeter and the clarinetist formed the instruments they played. The bass player's belly formed the sounding box of his instrument, with the strings running from his nose to a point below where his navel should have been. The drummer's belly ballooned out like a kettle drum, with a flat drumhead just below his sternum. It was easy to see why they had been able to pass themselves off as dressed-up humans. The costumes looked too outre, too artificial to be real, but the dead giveaway was the drummer. He had 4 arms. Try that with a costume sometime. Frantically cool, said Cordelia. Ben scratched thoughtfully at his beard. I'm hip, he agreed. They were Threganese, all right. There was no other race in the known galaxy that could change the shape of their bodies that way.
Oh, man.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. All right. All right, my hep cats. Very nice.
All right.
Okay, Charles, this is my, what do you call it? Extra deep probe?
Mega probe.
All right.
Mega probe.
This is my
Let's hold for the music. All right,
here we go.
But this is your what, Mike?
My extended deep purple probe.
Mega probe
for the Purple People Eater.
Ooh.
We briefly touched on the Purple People Eater in our previous episode, but we're going to go a deep dive now. The Purple People Eater is the otherwise unnamed protagonist of the number 1 1958 hit song by Sheb Wooley, also called the Purple People Eater. We mentioned Sheb Wooley when we talked about Little Bitty, Bilbo Abernathy, Nathan Allen, Quincy Jones, yada yada.
The extra long
name, yeah. So Sheb Wooley was also an actor. He appeared in a bunch of westerns. He's also credited with the Wilhelm scream, which is a much-used sound effect in movies. Wooley also wrote a number of songs that got on the Billboard country charts under the name of Ben Colder. Wooley also wrote the theme song for the TV series Hee Haw.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and he appeared on it in character.
Isn't it just like the like musical riff?
Yep, he wrote that.
Oh.
He also appeared on the show in character as Ben Colder, which was a drunk country music songwriter, so he may have to count also as another fictional
I think
musician.
you should watch a lot of Hee Haw.
I guess I should. Anyway, the genesis of the Purple People Eater song was he was at the home of a friend, his fellow songwriter, Don Robertson, and Don Robertson's kid had a joke for them. What has one eye, one horn, flies, and eats people? A one-eyed, one-horn flying Purple People Eater. You're hilarious, child. Hilarious, I tell you. And thus a hit was born. That kid got no songwriting credit, though. None. He got ripped off. So sad. Anyway, but I'm sure Don Robertson was a much more successful songwriter than Sheb Wooley, so they're fine. They're fine. The lyrics explain that the alien came to Earth to join a rock and roll band and that he can play the horn on his head. And if you look at the sleeve of the 45 RPM single, the drawing of the alien shows that his horn ends in an opening, not a point. So it's hollow and somehow connected to his lungs because of an alien. And by the end of the song...
What a sight to see. He went on his way and then what do you know? I saw him last night on a TV show. He was blowing it out, really knocking him dead. Playing rock and roll music through the horn in his head.
So, The Alien becomes a hit. The song also references two other hit songs from 1958, Tequila by the Champs and Short Shorts by the Royal Teens.
So his horn is much like a Parasaurolophus.
A habit?
Yeah.
You guys don't know your dinosaurs?
Yeah,
Come on,
Parasaurolophus,
people.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
With
well.
like the big horn.
The
in
horn
back.
that
I mean, of
Hollow
course.
and-
Yes, Charles. Thank you. That guy.
try to teach something.
I learn something new every day. The Purple People
I
Eater.
learned about lesbian porn, man. Good. He learns about the dinosaurs.
There we go. It's all about the free exchange of ideas, Charles. The Purple People Eater song used the same speeded up vocal trick that Ross Bagdasarian used for the song Witch Doctor, released a month earlier. He later invented the Chipmunks. So we covered it in an early show. The song, Purple People Eater song, also features a sped up saxophone for the Purple People Eater's horn playing.
Okay.
Now, there's some quotes floating around the internet claiming that Wooly actually said, "This is my worst, stupidest song," but I can't find any evidence of that. I can't find any actual references. So there's no validity in these claims, I feel.
We haven't found any proof that this is.
Yeah, no.
It's just people who are saying this is the dumbest song.
It's a stupid song.
And
Yeah.
he probably agrees.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which just sounds like something I would say because it's a pretty dumb song. I'm
Yeah,
sure
it
Chip
is.
Woolley
Yeah.
knows it.
Yeah.
Now, it's true that originally his record label, MGM, did not want to release the song. That's true. But there was an acetate that got played at the MGM offices in New York City so much by all the staff who enjoyed it that they reconsidered and they released it, and bam, they got a huge hit on their hands. So later in 1958, Woolley released an EP titled Purple People Eater Plays Earth Music, which is all instrumentals played by the Purple People Eater.
Weird.
With his speeded up saxophone head horn.
So it's just the sped up saxophone that, the people eater is
Purple
playing
People is playing
random song.
playing on the song. So he had his
Elevator
own,
music by the Purple People
he
Eater.
had his own album.
Wow.
Woolley also released a sequel song in the winter of 1958, Santa and the Purple People Eater. And in this song, Santa's sleigh is about to be smashed into by the Russian Sputnik satellite.
The Soviets were going to take it out on Christmas?
I think it was an accident. I think it was just an accident. But the Purple People Eater saves the day. The song was not a hit.
All of the reindeer shook with fear. What'll we do, oh Santa dear? That Sputnik is bound to hit the sleigh. And then they heard a little voice so clear, coming through the stratosphere.
Santa, I will save your sleigh.
I don't, not to blame Santa, not to blame the victim here, but Santa, you could probably avoid Sputnik.
Yeah, I mean,
fairly easily.
Santa's not trying real hard here.
No.
You get a lower flight plan, right?
I mean,
Seriously, yeah.
I mean, it's not that new. I was like shot in what, 57?
Oh, maybe he was bringing like Leica her present.
Oh, okay. I think that
was
was
like on Sputnik?
I don't know. She was on one of those early ones. I don't know.
You know, we talk about Yuri Gagarin, we talk about Sputnik. We should have had Jason.
We really should have, yeah.
So in 1961, Woolley released a song called Skin Tight Pinstripe Purple Pedal Pushers, which basically it's not about the alien, it just kind of rehashes the melody. It was not a hit. In 1967, Woolley released a Purple People Eater number 2, which was credited to his alter ego Ben Calder, which was a cover of the original, only stupider.
Sir, would you tell us what you saw?
Well, I saw this thing coming out of the sky. It had one long horn and one big eye. I commenced shaking and I said, ooh-wee! It looked like a purple people eater to me.
What was it really, sir?
It was a one-eyed, one-horned flying purple people eater.
A one-eyed, one-horn flying purple people eater?
A one-eyed, one-horned flying purple people eater.
So that's his dumbest song.
Yeah, that might be the dumber one. Yeah, that's definitely the dumber of the two. And in that one, the Purple People Eater wants to join the Monkees. So we got another fake band cross reference.
Did he?
He did. He
joined the Monkees?
He wanted to join the Monkees.
Oh, but he didn't.
I didn't listen to the end of the song, frankly.
Daydream believer.
It was so bad you just gave up on the song.
I'm just like, nah.
And luckily you gave us a clip of it.
All right.
And this from a man who listens to Ray Stevens all the time.
I don't like Ray Stevens. Stop saying that. Lies. Anyway, this song was so successful that there was a bunch of other songs.
The first song.
The first song
was so successful.
So successful.
Because every other song you've named, we said was not a hit.
Not successful.
Okay.
Deservedly so.
So the very first song was so successful.
Yes, the first song was so successful, a bunch of other songs started using this character.
Well, they just used the same character in a different song.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
It's kind of like that thing with Johnny Be Good we talked about
exactly.
in our Johnny show.
Yes,
They kind of just borrowed this character.
Okay.
Right. There was a Cuban version of the original song by Rene Touzé and his orchestra. It's just a cover, though. In The Purple People Eater Meets the Witch Doctor by the Big Bopper, the narrator catches the Purple People Eater jamming with the witch doctor out in the woods somewhere.
So they stole from Ross Bagdasarian and Shibboleth.
This is before Ross Bagdasarian got all litigious and didn't sue his ass into the ground. Anyway, we also have the Polka Dotted Polywampus by Clint Miller, which is about a different creature, obviously, that eats purple people eaters.
Oh, this is the apex predator.
Now purple people can rest easy at night. They can sleep safe in their beds knowing that purple people eater is not going to get them.
So he's not a purple alien who eats people. He eats purple people?
Yeah, that's in the song.
Oh, okay. I've never actually
I
listened
just
to that
always
carefully.
thought he was purple and he ate people.
Yeah.
No, he only eats purple people.
So
I
he
think probably
stars on Earth.
Like most people from this latter half of the 20th century, it comes on, Charles and I go, oh, it's that Purple People Eater song. Let's change the channel.
Immediately, a few bars and you're done.
You
Yeah.
sing it along while you're searching on Spotify for anything else that'll work.
Anyway, so there's also not one, but 3 Jewish/Yiddish parodies of the song.
They need 3 of them?
Wow.
Purple Herring Fresser by Lee Tully, but this is about a different monster, his mother-in-law. Anyway, there's also Mickey Katz's song, The Poiple Kishke Eater. That was backed with his parody of Witch Doctor, Knish Doctor.
Oh, Mickey Katz, will you ever win?
There's also Lukshin Kugel Eater by Country Yossi and the Stiebelhoppers, which I'm not making up that name.
What?
And that was from 1984.
It was, yes.
Wow.
There's also a bluegrass cover of the song by the Austin Lounge Lizards from 1993, where the alien wants to play banjo.
More banjo.
Oh, rock and roll. There we go.
Theme.
What is going on with this podcast?
All right. So
The
now,
Rockapedia Fake Bandica, their fans often call it Banjo-tastic.
Banjopedia. Here we go. So there was also a 1958 Australian comic book version of the song called No, No, Not the Purple People Eater by Terry Trowell.
That might be my favorite one now.
In it, the alien actually gets a name. He's named Purpo, and it expands upon the plot of the song. Purpo is banished from his home planet to Earth for liking rock and roll and not eating purple people like he's supposed to. And on Earth, he runs into, guess who? The Witch Doctor, who becomes his manager. And the Witch Doctor gets him a gig at a cabaret washing dishes.
You needed a gig to wash dishes?
Anyway, Purpo,
You
though...
just hire somebody to wash the dishes. You don't need it.
Purpo gets his big break, though, because a friendly ghost scares off the singer Muna Earth, a parody of Eartha Kitt. And this allows Purpo to perform in front of rock star Nervous Purvis, who is a parody of Elvis. And Purvis digs his crazy horn playing, invites him to record with him, and they become a smash success, tour the world, and he becomes so successful, Purpo's Planet invites him back home to lead a rock and roll band. Hooray.
I credit to his home planet for having such a functional world government.
But they kicked him out because he wasn't eating purple people.
Yeah,
It's
and
kinda
also
like
the
if we-
rock and roll. He also was a big.
Yeah.
I think more of it was more the rock and roll. I think that was just
good and bad. You take good and bad with every government, Charles.
It's kind of like, oh, he's a vegan. We got to get rid of him and everything.
So now, believe it or not, in 1988, there was a whole entire movie based on the song titled Purple People Eater. Yes. Believe it or not, the cast, I'm going to tell you the cast, it's ridiculous. This is way too good a cast for this crappy movie concept. We got a young Neil Patrick Harris.
All right.
We got Ned Beatty. We got Shelley Winters,
Wow.
Okay.
Peggy Lipton, Dustin Diamond.
Screech.
Yep.
Okay, that's you're not helping your case.
You
with
don't
that one.
know.
And Thora Birch in her film debut at just 5 or 6 years old, and Chubby Checker and Little Richard.
Wow.
And Sheb Woolley even has a cameo. Nuts.
Still sounds terrible.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, don't worry. It's terrible.
Okay, Q. You are done, right?
Yes, thank
Okay,
God.
good. Just had to make sure there for a second. Q is for Xylander Quark. Great name.
Yeah.
Good name.
That's where it basically goes downhill from there.
Oh.
It's not that bad, I guess. So back in the day, there used to be a show called The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. I believe it was on the Columbia Broadcasting
I
System.
think I remember that. Didn't it start on radio?
Might have. The Late Show had a lot of comedy bits over the years, like most of these talk shows do, and one of them was Kids Pitch, where they gather a group of 6 and 7-year-old kids into a focus group to create the next big movie or TV show. The kids babble or say something surprising, and we all go, "Aww."
Aw.
And then the Late Show gets real performers to act it out.
Okay.
In this focus group, the kids talk about the Beatles, Nick Cannon, Jeff Daniels, and Brooke Shields. Did I mention that this aired May 16th, 2018?
What kid knows who Brooke Shields is?
Jeff Daniels.
Jeff Daniels. Yeah, what's 6 or 7?
This one kid knew a lot about the Beatles because he read the book, Who Are the Beatles? But he knew a lot. Like he knew albums.
Wow, that's impressive.
So he was like, Stephen Colbert said, so what's the best Beatles album? And the kid was like, Abbey Road, because it has this.
Wow.
And he goes, you're wrong. It's Revolver. Everyone knows it's Revolver. So for me, that was the funniest part.
Wow, that's impressive. And I feel like looking at the other celebrity, I'm assuming one or more of these kids was actually Nick Cannon's kid.
No, but there
really?
was
Okay.
one kid said Nick Cannon, and then another kid said, "What should we have Nick Cannon do?" He goes, "Fire in the cannon." And then the kid who said Nick Cannon, his face kind of dropped.
Aww.
And Stephen Colbert's like, "Are you okay with it?" And then you see him force a smile, and he goes, "Is that okay?" They wanted space aliens and witches and gold hidden in a drawer behind a drawer in an apartment in Florida. The kids were a little squeamish about fighting, so the action turned into a rap battle between Paul McCartney, played by John Oliver,
well known for his rapping, both of them,
and our alien for the letter Q, Zylander Quark, played by Willem Dafoe.
All right, well done, Colbert. Well
I
done.
know what you're thinking. I'm making this up and about to rickroll you. You're wise to think that, but no, it's all true. And here's the famous rap battle between Zylander Quark and Paul McCartney.
Well, if it isn't Paul McCartney.
We meet again, Zylander Quark.
Let's settle this the way we do on my home planet.
Whoa! Mr. McCartney, let's start this party. I'm coming from a galaxy far away.
Maybe I'm amazed, but probably not. You came from outer space and that's all that you got?
Chop that mop top off your head and make the rumors true. Paul is dead.
You can't rap. You can't even sing, yo. How can you bring worse lyrics than Ringo?
Excellent. Nice.
Excellent in quotes, I hope.
All right. R is for the Rock and Roll Space Bandits. This is from the Rock and Roll Space Bandits episode of the animated TV series Super Friends from all the way back in 1980.
Yeah.
Back when DC and Marvel didn't give two flips about what they got about selling their IP, man.
Yeah.
It was just garbage shoveled onto us kids, and we watched it and ate it up because we were kids.
It was fantastic.
I can't remember. This was before there was like the Battle of the Super Friends, I think, or whatever like that, and that was like they had one that had like Marvin and a dog, and then they had the Wonder Twins.
This is the Wonder Twins one. Yeah. Okay.
Wonder Twin powers activate.
That's right. They will.
Oh, they will. Oh,
yeah. Rock and
Didn't
Roll.
mean to jump ahead there. Sorry.
Right. Rock and Roll Space Bandits is actually the name of the band, not just a description. It's actually
kind of lazy.
We have three different.
Well, it's like the band. I guess it's like, so it's like the Rock and Roll Space Bandits. Okay, that's also what they are.
We have three different candy-colored aliens and a guitar-shaped spaceship.
Ooh. You can pull that pin back out.
Is one of them Shep?
No. There's Vivo. We know the leader is Vivo. Anyway, in about 45 seconds, they managed, while orbiting Earth, to paralyze Superman, Batman, Robin, and Wonder Woman and completely take them out of the game.
Wow.
Bam! Earth's Mightiest Heroes, my ass. They all just get totally steamrollered by these three nobody bandits out of nowhere.
It's based on the time Cream took out the whole Royal Air Force.
So then the bandits land on Earth and try to take over the planet by hypnotizing everyone with their music. And who's left to stop them? Yeah, Charles, the Wonder Twins. And what do the Wonder Twins turn into?
Form of a slug.
A
shape of salt water.
A giant lobster. And a satellite dish made out of ice.
What?
That's what. Let's play the clip. Just play the clip.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Jupiters, those alien musicians are hypnotizing people with their music.
This is a job for the Wonder
Twins. All right, you cosmic composers, get ready for the big finale.
Devo, our hypnotic music has no effect on this creature.
Anyway, terrible music. The aliens hypnotize the Wonder Twins.
So
also,
it didn't work.
the Super Friends barely manage to escape with their lives and get back to Earth. The aliens go, uh-oh, it's superheroes. They use their music to cause an earthquake as a distraction, creating millions of dollars of property damage. Who knows how many deaths? And then Batman just pushes a button on his spaceship and his bat sound absorber pops out and fixes everything. And it looks just like an umbrella popped out of his ship. An umbrella, people.
Wow.
So anyway,
that stopped the band.
it did. The end. DC did not care. No, they didn't. Nobody cared what kids
It's
were
like
watching.
they just made a show and then finally said, and time.
S is for the Slaver Lords. The Slaver Lords are a hair metal quartet of masked rockers from the Battle of the Bandits episode of November 26, 1986 of the animated series The Adventures of the Galaxy Rangers. This was one of the first anime-style Western cartoon TV series, and not only was it Western, it was also a Western. I mean, it was
Weird.
like the Old West, but in space!
I do not remember this
I don't remember this show at all.
Yeah.
I looked it up to grab the clip because I was going to write this one, but because I was curious about it. But anyway, I'm glad you wrote it because I could not make it through most of that episode. It was not only was it badly written, it was like it sounded like some of the voices were like recorded in different rooms.
Yeah.
And so there was like weird echo and like kind of like room tone on one of the voices, and it just sounded like, was that guy on a CB or that day or what?
But it was totally anime style. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
The lead singer is the villain Nimrod, who hassled the Galaxy Rangers in a previous episode, and now he's the lead singer of this band with a cool double-neck futuristic guitar and a hit single, Psycho Crystal, playing on a galactic music video show.
Galaxy Rangers hunt us down, search the universe town by town, armed with phasers, blasters, pistols, trying to take our Psycho Crystal.
Nimrod is some kind of cat person with orange body hair and pink head hair and a teal vest and a red bow tie and ow, my eyes! Ow!
So he's colorblind, in other words.
Something. There's in the band, there's also this green alien, a different kind of orange alien, and a lavender-haired human lady. And their shtick is dressing up like real slaver lords who are the minions of the evil queen, who is ruling her empire nearby.
Okay.
But the evil queen kidnaps Nimrod and his band and forces him to play at a battle of the bands so she can kidnap the audience because she needs humans for psychic energy or something. Anyway, she gives Nimrod a helmet to mind control the audience and replaces the rest of his band with real slaver lords. Keep him in line. The Galaxy Rangers are sent to be security on the space station where the contest is. Only they are undercover as a band.
Okay.
A band called the Galaxy Rangers.
Was this their first time going undercover?
I'm torn. I'm torn between this is the dumbest non-undercover thing you could do, or is it so brilliant because it's too obvious nobody would be that stupid, right? Anyway, their song is No Guts, No Glory. Might as well play a clip of that too.
Somewhere in the future, far away from here, trouble is waiting on the last frontier. No guts, no glory, no pain, no gain. One for all for one, riders on the range. No guts, no glory.
Yes, more hair metal. Apparently hair metal's very popular in the year 2086.
Okay, it's going to be a comeback.
Took
Good.
took 100 years, but it's going to be back.
60 years from now, it's going to be huge.
Anyway, there's a bunch of shenanigans, of course, and a climactic, literal battle of the bands on stage firing laser guitar blasts at each other. But then, wait, we've got a third band, Larry and the Demons. Did we do L?
We've already done L, yes.
Oh, well, I was going to say we could do L for Larry and the Demons, but we're not going to do them otherwise, so here they are. Larry and the Demons. Larry is a little comic relief, demon-looking guy who's an assistant to some powerful space wizard, and Larry can do some magic too because the Old West in space with rock and roll undercover guitar bands with secret laser shooting guitars. That's not enough. We got to throw in some magic in there because we need one more thing. Larry gets a trio of the other bigger, buffer, demon-looking minions to join him and form this band, which is terrible.
Magic's forever. Magic's forever. Oh,
But they at least know they're terrible, and Larry plans to win the crowd over with magic, and he does, right up until the middle of the song, when Larry's space wizard master magically appears and demands to know why Larry hasn't finished cleaning. So he magics the whole band back to his place, and the Galaxy Rangers win by default because the other two bands are gone. That's a hollow victory, Galaxy Rangers. Hollow victory.
A win is a win.
A win is a win.
Okay, T is for Zela Tane. Zela Tane is the Martian musician and daughter of Martian scientist Dr. Elath Tane from the science fiction short story Pied Piper of Mars by Frederick Arnold Kummer Jr. This story was printed in Planet Stories Volume 1, Number 10 in the spring of 1942.
Wow.
Back when Martians were just theoretical, not real.
We hadn't found them yet.
We haven't found them yet.
This might be our oldest one here, I think.
Maybe. Tane plays a Sonovox built by her father. Sonovox is a real-life electronic music instrument, but in the story, it's embellished with added supersonics that induce powerful emotions mirroring the music played. Her father and she are involved in a plot to gain access to the Martian Broadcasting Company, MBC, by killing off its human executives. Then the dead executives will be replaced with Martian executives sympathetic to their kill all humans agenda.
I think we have that going on now already.
Yeah.
Then they can play their Sonovox on the air and induce a planet-wide revolt against the humans. Here's an excerpt from Pied Piper of Mars. There had never been, Ranson knew, any music like this. It was the pipes of Pan, the chant of robots, the crying of souls in torment. It was a cloudy purple haze that engulfed the mind. It was a silver knife plucking a cruel obligato on taut nerves. It was a thin, dark snake writhing its endless coils into the room. Neither man moved. Ranson knew all the tricks of visual hypnotism, the whirling mirror, the waving hands, the pool of ink. But this was the hypnotism of sound. Louder and clearer the music sounded in eerie overtones, quavering, sobbing minors, fierce, reverberating bass. Sharp shards of sound pierced their ears. Deep, throbbing underrhythm shook them as a cat shakes a mouse. Through half-shut eyes, he saw a door at the rear of the laboratory open, saw a slim, dark, exotic girl step through into the room. Slung about her neck in the manner of an accordion was a square box, with keys studding the top. From a long moment, Ranson stared at the dark, enigmatic girl, watched her hands dance over the keys to produce the soft, lulling music. About her head, he noticed, was a queer copper helmet of a type he had never seen before. And then the girl, Elath Tane, the laboratory, all faded into a kaleidoscopic whirl. Ranson felt himself falling down into the gray mists, and consciousness disappeared.
Whoa. I think you might have got me beat there in the old-timey science fiction quotes.
And that is when Mars took over Mars again.
Mars for Martians, man.
Make Mars great again.
Anyway, okay, U is for the unknowns.
We don't have one for you?
No, we do. It's the unknowns is the name of the band. The word unknowns.
I didn't think we knew
He
what we
doesn't
were
know
doing.
what our unknown is, or our U one is. That what he's saying?
He's just guessing.
The Unknowns are a comic book band from the brain of comic book legend Stan Lee. He announced it in 2015, but he said he'd had the idea for a while. The writer for it, Chris Doc Wyatt of Arcana Studios, described it thusly. The Unknowns is Ben 10 meets Men in Black with a rock and roll soundtrack, which is something for sure there.
That's a slightly better elevator pitch, I think, than the one we had earlier, but not much.
There's a teenaged human brother and sister who are trying to form their own rock band. They come across a crashed spaceship of alien police who are hunting bad aliens who are hiding out on Earth. The teens get the aliens to join their band.
The bad aliens or the cops?
The cop aliens join the band, and so they can tour as cover for busting these bad aliens.
Oh, okay.
All right. So the aliens are Crusher, who's a purple gorilla on drums.
Does he eat people?
No,
Oh,
he doesn't.
okay.
That's good. So Glider is a humanoid bat on guitar. Blaster is this squid head guy on bass, and then there's just a giant bug named Rollins.
Is he like? Does he play anything?
Is
he like the Mighty Mighty Boston's dancing guy?
Maybe
Kind of like
he kind of flies
just
around.
a giant
I don't know.
bug. Giant bug is skanking.
Anyway, the human brother is on keyboards. The sister is on vocals. The only actual comic book appearance of this band was in a 2016 Free Comic Book Day comic where they were a backup feature to Howard Lovecraft and the Frozen Kingdom.
Oh, whoa.
In 2017, Lee licensed the characters to appear in the animated film Panda vs. Aliens. I've never heard of this movie, and neither have you, and nobody listening has never heard of this.
Panda versus Aliens.
Stan Lee died in 2018, so we didn't have to see this. The film came out finally in 2021. It is absolutely terrible. I found it on YouTube with subtitles in Egyptian for some reason. It is a mashup of Zootopia, Galaxy Quest, and Kung Fu Panda.
Wow.
Featuring the voice of Chevy Chase as the bad guy. But isn't that just typecasting? Really? Anyway, the film has the alien characters from the Unknowns, but it doesn't have the humans because there are no humans in the movie. It's a Zootopia type world of animal people.
Okay.
Also, the aliens are not a band. They're not referred to as the Unknowns. There's no band connection in this movie at all. It's just the same characters.
So why license these characters? Why not make just new characters?
It's I mean, you could, like I say, it's on YouTube. You can look it up, but don't. Just don't. Do not.
Sidestep that question. Like, who freaking knows why they license it.
Researching this was weird because despite the fact that this is from Stan Lee, one of the most lauded figures in comic book history, despite the fact that comic book nerds are some of the OG original obsessive nerds, I couldn't find anything online about this comic book other than the press releases and a handful of like one-line reviews.
Weird.
I had to go to eBay to dig up an image of the band.
Wow.
A bad image of the band, just so I could see who was who and what they look like.
And so now we're going to be the foremost experts on the unknown.
We are, by default. Like the Galaxy Rangers, a hollow victory.
People know when they need to find fictional bands, they go to Fake Bandica.
All right. V is for Varani. Varane? Varani. I didn't watch the show. Should we stop and watch the show to pronounce this?
No.
I just won't ever say his name again. Anyway, he's a well-known alien
man.
The man. He's a well-known alien musician from the Sanctuary episode of Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
I think we do have all the Star Trek.
We do now. November 28th, 1993. He's from the planet Bajor, a far-off alien planet where the inhabitants all look like humans, only with some crinkles on the bridge of their nose.
Of course.
Because whereas the original series, they just had them keep landing on planets of aliens who look exactly like humans, later Star Trek at least gave us, nose crinkles and whatnot.
So that's because the later universe, by that time, it had come true that if you keep making that face, it'll stay like that.
That's right. It's tried to be a galactic law.
Exactly.
Series regular Kira Nerys, played by Nana Visitor.
Visitor to my Nana? What?
That's her name. I don't know.
Wow.
Anyway, she's a big
It's
fan.
like a job more than a name.
It does.
I'm a Nana visitor. I go to all the nursing homes and hospice and visit your Nana.
Anyway, she's arranged for the guy to play at Quark's bar. He plays the Tivara, a Bajoran woodwind instrument. It's supposed to be sort of like an earth clarinet or oboe. And the character is played by William Shallert, who was also the dad on the Patty Duke Show, which we've had a fake band from in a previous show. He said this about his appearance, quote, "I had to play a musical instrument. It happens that I'm a trained musician. I've played the piano all my life. I'd been a folk singer at one time, so I could play guitar, but I've never played wind instruments. The thing that they gave me had nothing on it to suggest where your fingers were supposed to go, and they were playing a specific tune, so I had to sort of imagine in my mind that these various fingers were associated with various notes. Tried my best to duplicate what the tune of the song was. I got kind of close. I didn't get it exact. That was actually the most difficult thing I had to do on the show. The acting part of it was fairly simple."
Wow. How long was he shown playing?
I've been a musician. I've actually been a performer. Played instruments, and they gave me an instrument. I didn't know anything.
The prop guy.
They couldn't have worked with them somehow.
The prop guy just handed me whatever's laying around next to him, and
they couldn't have given like a Bajoran piano or bajano or a banjo or like a
Bajoran,
a bajanjo. Another bajanjo reference.
Okay. W is for Wailing Fungus.
This is another one T-Mike stole from me. So you already have your sound clip for this too.
Nice.
You're welcome.
Anyway, this alien being is from my favorite animated sci-fi comedy set in the year 3000, Futurama. He first appears in the Bendin' in the Wind episode of April 22, 2001. In that episode, real musician Beck appears as himself, headlining a benefit concert for broken robots called Bend-Aid, where Wailing Fungus also plays. But we do get to hear him play in a later episode in July 8th, 2010, called Proposition Infinity, where one of the main characters, Kif, has a radio DJ dedicate a Wailing Fungus song to his girlfriend, Amy Wong, which turns out to be a number 12 hit.
I told you where, I told you when, I told you how, and we'll meet up at 10, but you keep on talking, keep on yakking.
Billy West not only provides the vocals on that song, Shut Up and Love Me, but he also wrote the song and played guitar on it. And the Volume 5 DVD box set has a little 5-minute documentary about how they put it all together titled Behind the Fungus.
Nice. It's weird because it was supposedly was kind of like folk rock kind of or thing like that, and he's that's like 70s like Foghat kind of blues rock.
Well, he obviously changed. He kind of changed genres over time.
Yeah, I think so. I think, or it's possibly Billy West. Like I can play this song.
Anyway, Futurama was canceled and brought back several times, and so was Wailing Fungus. In the One is Silicon and the Other Gold episode of August 26th, 2024, there is a concert called Inferno Fest, which is a parody of the real-life 2017 Fire Festival debacle. Anybody remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was just a nightmare to go to. Wailing Fungus was hired for the Inferno Fest, which turns out to be an even bigger scam disaster than the Fire Festival. So most of the cast of the show attends the festival, and they're all ripped off and mistreated. And the supposed 200 bands on 300 stages have all canceled, except for Wailing Fungus. And Wailing Fungus is accidentally killed on stage while tuning up before he can even play a note. Rest in peace, Mr. Fungus. Rest in peace. All right, X is for...
Oh, you're just doing them all now.
Apparently, yeah.
You can see when Alan and I quit writing.
X is for... Hypnotic Eye. It's like the word hypnotic, only the H is replaced with an X.
Okay, Hypnotic Eye.
Let's say Hypnotic. All right. Hypnotic Eye is a band mentioned in the comic strip Band for Life, which is the word band, B-A-N-D, not B-A-N-N-E-D.
Okay.
I get it now.
There we go. It originally appeared on the Vice.com website, debuting February 21st, 2014. The strip was created by Anya Davidson, and after Vice dropped the strip, she continued to work on her Tumblr site, and in 2016, a compilation of strips was published by Fantagraphics.
That's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, and the strip is actually about a different band, a noise band called Guntit, but the strip had a lot of other bands mentioned in it, including this one. Some of my other favorite band names, though, there's Mutant Scab, the Kudzu Bunch, the Ever-Loving Smugglers, Hose Motor, Lord Vomit, Severed Boner, and my favorite, Sir Funk's a Bunch and the Knights of the Round Booty.
That's good.
I even got the next one.
Oh, my goodness.
Yanal the Harper, or possibly Yanal. Let's go with the one that doesn't rhyme with anal.
Yes.
Yanal is a weird harp-playing alien from the Harp of Death story from the science fiction comic book Manhunt number 7 from April 1948.
Ooh, that's very old.
Our hero, Space Ace, manhunter of the 21st century, is investigating the so-called ghost murders on Mars along the Blue Gay Way. That's what they called it, and it's the 1940s. They can say that.
Mars was the Blue Gay Way?
Somewhere on there is the Blue Gay Way.
Okay.
I don't know. Anyway.
So ghosts are being murdered?
No.
Or they're being murdered by ghosts?
Right.
Okay, I got it.
But it turns out...
Ghost murders on Mars along the Blue Gay Way. Got it.
Maybe that's a band.
Isn't that a church song?
It's a Beatles song, I think.
Under the blue gateway tonight.
Anyway, our hero discovers that the murders are really the work of alien flower vines that strangle their victims. Nobody suspects the flowers. Am I right, people?
No, wouldn't.
Anyway, the flowers turn out to be under the mental command of the Birdman of Jupiter.
Another Birdman.
That's,
I got another theme going on
More
here.
Birdman.
Maybe he's from Jupiter. I don't
Of
know.
Jupiter come to Mars and tell the flowers to strangle Martians.
Yes. Humans on Mars.
Oh, the
colonists.
humans.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
They're probably irritated by all those boys going there to get more stupider. So they're trying to,
So, the Harper has been hunting the Birdmen. And just as Space Ace and his sidekick, the Jack of Stars, are about to be strangled to death by the flowers.
Jack of Stars.
That's his
Sounds like
sidekick.
you bought a card deck at like some thrift store.
So anyway, man bursts in and saves Space Ace and his sidekick by playing the harp, which kills the vines instantly.
Wow.
And then takes off his masks. Well, he
I think you
reveals
said his name like 5 different ways right now.
Anyway, I'll stop saying it. He reveals that the Birdmen of Jupiter are the last three of their kind, and they were plotting to use their vines to kill all the people in power and take over.
So there's no bird women. That's what I hear.
Apparently not. Anyway, but then he takes off his own mask and reveals he's also a Birdman of Jupiter.
Whoa.
And he says, arrest us all, and consigns his entire species to extinction for its crimes. Damn, that's cold.
That's why there's no Birdmen of Jupiter left.
Not anymore. Not since 1948.
Wow. I will wrap things up with Z is for Zurza. And this is I saved my...
Mega probe.
We had to play it again. Okay.
Lucky us.
Yes,
Right.
my deep probing for this one, which is by far the most obscure of the bunch, but it's also probably the most detailed.
This was a very interesting looking one.
Yeah,
I'm kind of excited to hear about this.
So Zurza was a band that's created by college student Adriana Rivera as part of her senior graphic design and illustration thesis for Temple University's Tyler School of Art and Architecture. And the story is described on a medium.com page that walks you through the creation and the development of like the fake band and kind of like the look and feel of first the band and then all of the merch and materials that come with it, like posters, flyers, even like a guitar pick, t-shirts, the logo. And it's a way of showcasing her design and illustration skills. And according to Rivera, she drew inspiration from virtual bands like Gorillaz and Hatsune Miku, who we've mentioned before, but we probably should do a whole show on the Gorillaz because they have like a whole lore.
We probably do need to talk about that, yes.
So the look of the aliens came though from like kind of tween-centered media like Space Channel 5 and Monster High and the Bratz. But she also drew in like kind of retro futuristic stuff from like the Jetsons and things like that, which is kind of fun. So the band consists of Aikila, who is the lead singer. She's a green-skinned fish woman, and she has like tentacles for hair. There's Purba, the bass player, and she's a pink-skinned, three-fingered cyclops with antennae who always wears a helmet because she's a germaphobe.
Oh, not because she's a space alien.
So there's like these little nuggets of stuff that really show the amount of work and kind of the layers that she put into this thing.
She's already winning me over.
Hal Talk is the reptilian, four-eyed, four-armed, drumming purple alien punker.
Not a purple
four-eyed, drumming purple
alien punker.
He's from a high gravity planet. So he always like ends up breaking his sticks because he's too used to like hitting too hard.
Right, so strong now.
And just like a lot of drummers, he also wears like really tight t-shirts to kind of show off the muscles. And then Orvos is the keyboardist, who is a nonverbal slime alien who has to use a metal suit to give his body some structure. And he plays a 360 circular keyboard.
Is that a red ball jet organ, perhaps?
Kind of looks like it.
It could be, yeah. It does kind of look like that. So Rivera also created logos for the band that to me, and it may be like a generational thing, but it really evoked the whole Zozo thing from Led Zeppelin. I'm like, I was looking at the font, I'm like, I wonder if it was like maybe she never, had seen this or whatever, or like was playing on that. But it's fun. She also talks about designing the album and like, of course, the band, hipster band, they put it out on vinyl as well. So there's some vinyl there. So she talks about how like kind of the ideas evolve, and she had the original ideas for the album title included Portal Princess and Hypno Freak, Out of Orbit, and Crash Landing. But instead she went with Collapsia, which I was like, oh, so it supposedly means the delusion or condition of things appearing more beautiful than they actually are. And she talks about how that really kind of appealed to her. And so I was like, I've never heard Collapsia, and I've actually spent a little time just because of like the rhetoric studies of like in ancient Greece, and it was coined in the like 2020. So yeah, it's a fairly new coinage. But
thank you, Professor, for clarifying that for us. I appreciate it,
because I saw these citations, but it was like a worrying number of them involved the Urban Dictionary. I'm like, hey, I don't know about that. But what sold the alienness of the band for me though was the tour poster, because along with like the recurring flower image and all her alien-esque fonts, there was the fact that the band chose to tour the entire planet Earth. So they could do a whole world tour, planetary tour, which meant they could start the tour anywhere because they're coming from outer space. And they chose to start in Philadelphia.
Well, that's where Temple is.
Inscrutable. Like, it's like, why would you do that?
That's where Temple's from.
She chose for a local show to start off.
Kissing up to the professors.
Right. Anyway, I'd say great job, Adriana, and I hope you landed a good job. And by the way, you should renew your personal website because it is expired. So just FYI.
So archive.org?
Archive.org. But no, it's on Medium. I was like, if you want to see it, and you really should, it's actually really fun. Just do a search for Zirza, Zirza, and Adriana Rivera, Adriana with 2 N's, and you can look it on medium.com to check it out.
All right. We did it again. Yay! Another A to Z show is in the books. So, dear listeners, next time that you get abducted by aliens, you can mention this episode and have something to bond with the intergalactic beings before they do horrible, horrible things to you. I'm Charles. There's Alan.
Nano.
There's T-Mike.
Live long and prosper.
And this has been the Rocklopedia Fake Bandica. Thanks for listening. You've been listening to the Rocklopedia Fake Bandica, a production of the Van Gogh Sketch Comedy Group. The hosts are Alan Benson, T-Mike Childs, and Charles Rempel. Our editors are Alan Benson and Charles Rempel. Please be sure to subscribe to the Rocklopedia on your service of choice so you never miss an episode. We'd love to hear from you, so leave a review or email us at fakebands@vgg.com. And don't forget to visit fakebands.com and the mothership, vgg.com. Thanks for listening.